someone of his stature?
I've not video link, but I'll be on phone link.
Okay. Yes.
Is that okay? I can speak to you from the phone.
We can hear you loud and clear. Go ahead.
Okay. Sometimes, by the way, sometimes, and as we've seen in the case of the CS for Interior, you've seen in this case the CS for Foreign Affairs, sometimes people communicate thinking that it's a closed door situation, it's not going to go anywhere, and they find themselves putting the country in such a danger. Because one of the reasons they can speak about that country and about that president is probably because they have been removed from the AU, but they're still an independent country. They're still part and parcel of the international community and part and parcel of what you call the world order. And so when you speak derogatory things, you make derogatory statements on any president or any sovereign state, you stand to put our country to shame. You put a country on the path, a war path, for nothing, for absolutely no reason at all. So maybe the minister didn't realize that in this age, there's nothing you can say under the table. There's no more anything you can hide or try to say I'm whispering this to a small group of people. No. And the way he spoke more like somebody who's trying to win some kind of sympathy from his team. No, that is very unfair. The way we speak about other countries, and I know again, CS for Interior, more comments one time spoke about other countries, and again, even when he said these things that he said recently about shoot-to-kill order, he was not realizing that the world picks it, and now it's quoted in international media. Even this now is going to create another furor for nothing. Really, it was very uncalled for. So Fred, all these people have advisors. They have advisors. There's so many of them. And I think somebody should just be able to say, when you're foreign affairs, you have to be extremely careful what you say. And so, I followed it, and I thought also if I had put a call, I would put a call to the Prime Cabinet Minister and say, you remember, you are not the politician at this hour. You are the minister in charge of our foreign policy, and that the policy that governs every state of reciprocity. So now, what is going to stop that country from speaking badly about us? So it is all reciprocal, and I think that's why they missed the point. And I hope that they will make apologies and make sure that this thing doesn't escalate beyond where it is right now. But Fred, I must repeat, in this day and age, whatever you do, you'll be heard, you'll be seen. It looks to me like even today, everything that everybody's planning today, if they're planning goods, it's all being seen. If they're planning whatever they're planning, it's not easy. So when you speak, make sure you check to be sure that it is in tandem with the policy that you represent in this country.
All right. And as you make your final comments, Poghisio, of course, his suggestion is that any civilian government is definitely better than a military government, suggesting that all civilian governments are inherently better. Do you agree with that, or do you also feel that civilian governments can also be as bad or as corrupt, dictatorial as well as a military one?
Well, the situations are different, and I want to say this about Burkina Faso. You must realize that the trend over there was absolutely no more democracy, because there was an influx of terrorist attacks, and they were taking over large parts of the country and so on. So when that country was going to solve that problem, we can condemn what they did, the way they did it, but apparently it's the things at the development level now and the protection level, security level in that country has kind of improved, because now they're dealing with it, and you can see. We don't want to praise military coups and military return to military governments that we've had. I don't want to do that. So, and it's very difficult for us to know why these states in those places are actually kicking out foreigners and then being able, therefore, to deal with their situation as it is in an emergency situation. So I don't want to say that we would encourage that. But still, they are sovereign states. They solve their problems the same way that we solve our problems. They have another way of dealing with it. If the people also like them and support them, that's a different way of looking at it. We don't want to go that way as Kenya. We are very much a democracy. I've said on this set, Kenya is a special country. We must do everything to protect Kenya from going that direction. But also, the government of the day should aim to bring peace to the country. On a day like this, on other days, like facilitating people, allowing people to express themselves. And this is what we voted for in multipartism. Also to respect the people who are not on your side of the political divide. Give them a chance to do their politics as well.
All right. Bwana Kirwa, do you agree that civilian governments, and you're not in any way saying that military governments are the way to go, but that civilian governments have also very many challenges, and some of them are just probably even worse than military ones?
Indeed, every country takes